Okay, so today we're going to discuss is toilets. Toilets and van life, car life. And let's start off with, this depends on your size of your vehicle, but what is the simplest toilet? What is the simplest toilet for your van? Bucket? Nope. A bag. Plastic bag. So yes, you can use a plastic bag and you can put paper towels or whatever else in it. I stumbled across, I wasn't looking for, one of those buckets that, kind of like, well, they shrink and then they collapse. They've got all those kind of like nodules on it that folds all up. Like latex or rubber or whatever it is. And that was an exact improvement. So there are times, and even more times now, that you want to be, and somewhat unfortunately, having to peep and poo inside your van. I mean, I think most all vans do it, most people doing it. And that's because it depends on whether there's public toilets and the quality of those public toilets. So at the moment, I'm near a public cubicle, public toilets near the beach. The thing is with a public toilet at the beach, these particular ones, there's some cleaner ones, some not. This particular one has one cubicle and a urinal. And the cubicle has, is being used for activities related to men splashing their baby-making liquid all over the place. Despite this, I was willing to poop in there. But another day, I came across a bunch of syringes in a yellow container. Someone had left them there, maybe even shot up in there. Used syringes, and there was another little yellow container just left there. And the toilet itself is not in good condition either, not particularly, but it was enough for a poo. But after seeing that, hell no. And yeah, public toilets, a lot of people just don't seem to be taught how to clean or keep clean public places. It's like they don't care. It's not good. It's disgusting. So you have public toilets. And also one issue with public toilets is they usually have opening and closing hours. This is to keep unwanted more activities at night. And how they're serviced also affects it, because some places there's nothing going on, even with people contracted to clean them. There doesn't seem to be like as any cleaning. So you have those public toilets. You have also shopping centre toilets, which are not technically public toilets, but it is open to the public. They tend to be a little bit better sometimes, because they're cleaned regularly on a cycle. But again, time limitations. And you also have hotels. And hotels, toilets, only in certain locations, not so many hotels. Usually the toilets you could go into a ground floor, and they're in better kept hotels in the cities, but not very common. It's not a place that a lot of van lifers want to park there. City parking and so forth, people avoid it. So you can go to the toilets there too. You can also poop out in the environment and piss, but I think that is only called for out in the middle of nowhere when no one else is seeing you doing it, and it's not done by other people if you really need to do that. Because a lot of places that are frequented regularly by a lot of van lifers and that, there's a section of those van lifers who kind of even get those places blocked or banned, because some of those places don't have like actual toilets there. There's no portables, there's no drop toilet, nothing. So they just like go wherever, they have toilet paper and they let that blow around, they just dump it, or just dump the bag, or even they don't even do that. It's just disgusting. at least clean after yourself. At least put it in the bin, you know? But no, they don't. Or wait for it to get in the bin. Seal it up properly. And so you have that. And of course, the public toilet, depending on toilet paper and so forth. Now, a public toilet is not enough. I came from Japan where they have washlets. They wash your butt. And you become aware that even when you wipe your butt, that even if it looks clean, it's not. And of course, people are having showers, but showers even in living in a van is irregular. So you can use baby wipes. Simple. Wet towel, baby wipes. Try to get the less chemical ones as possible, or less compounds. And that's good to wipe your butt. Now, some people might have more, some might have less to wipe. Depends on your butt's hairy or not. Depending on what you've eaten. It's all part of it, it's totally natural, but some people, we just seem to get scared or don't want to talk about these things, but it's totally natural. So baby wipes I recommend. And also if you do, now you can use all kinds of toilets. I don't see the point of composting toilets, to be honest, because you still have to dump that into nature. And where do you dump it? Most people don't want you to dump that shit there. You have cassettes at dump points. You have to use dodgy dump points and that. You can do that, or just dump it in a toilet. Now, at nighttime, at least for a man, this is easier. I'm not sure if it is for a woman, because depending on the space, you need to go usually not to the poop, but to pee. And so I have 2 steel containers I got from IKEA with tops on them, and they seal up. You just pee in it, put it in, pee in it, close it, done. And of course, as long as you don't have a lot to hold in, not a lot to give out, then they should do enough. They're only about 1 litre. So 1 litre is, I don't know, less than 1/4 gallon. And you empty those in the morning in a normal toilet. You just find a normal toilet place to dump that. So my preference is to use the collapsible bucket with a plastic bag. You put some absorbent towel in the bag. You do your duty. You maybe use the wet towels, put that in there, all in there, nice and clean. Dump it straight away. Don't want it hanging around if you can, but please just don't throw it out in the environment if you can't. And also, the plastic bags have to be a high quality, because the low ones, the cheap ones, they let out smells and stuff like that. And I don't want the fragrance bags either, because I don't like that. Stinks. A lot of it's nasty. They're just the kind of weird perfume, the chemical perfumes crap they add to it. So I just use non-smelling, higher quality bags for that purpose. And that's basically the toilet. You really want to keep it nice and simple. And I think that's basically it. I don't think I have any more to add on that topic. So, yeah. Just do the toilet in a bucket with a plastic bag and paper. So it's all contained within the plastic bag, high quality. And I think for paper towels, you can either get, toilet rolls. I don't have toilet rolls, I just use paper towels. It seems to be fine. So I don't have to carry more stuff than I need. So paper towels is good. Anyway, that's about it for that, I suppose. If you like, comment, subscribe, please go ahead. If you don't, go ahead too, do whatever. But that is Toilet Talk, and this is me out for now.